same class, right? For example, employee E is equal to new employee. We are not inheriting. We are not calling the constructor of parent, right? We are calling. We are taking everything from parent, but we are not initializing it. Right. So now let's see how we can do that. So let's go with a similar example. But anyone want to show me the homework which we discussed last week? I want you to try a couple of inheritance examples. Right? Anyone try? Huzaifa?
I didn't attend, sir.
You didn't attend, okay. So why no one is coming forward? Okay, you want to show same way? Okay, let us try one example. Okay, then we'll see what are the challenges when you are having parent to child. Okay. So I'm sharing my screen. Let's try one real example. Okay, I will go with vehicle, car, and bike. Okay. So let me create an inheritance itself. I don't want this ABC now. Everything I will delete. Okay. So before going there, I want to discuss some other things also. Let's see. Okay. So now I'm creating one class vehicle. Okay. So I will take couple of common method which will be available in vehicle. So I will take two things. One is private string vehicle name or name itself, just it's a object itself, vehicle name. And another thing I will take is public void strings. Okay. So now I'm just writing this out. Yeah. Of vehicles and take and parent brakes. Okay, let's have this as of now. So one setter getter. Just I want one constructor to be created. Uh, or let it be. I don't want any constructor as of now. Setter getter one I will take. Okay, now I'm having one class which is called vehicle. Right? So now I will create car. Okay, extends vehicle. Right, I'm not adding anything now. Why? I already having two methods here from parent. Okay, so what are those two things? I'm having name and brakes. Okay, so now let's create how to create this uh, object, right? We'll get one thing main. Now I want to create a vehicle class. Or we can create vehicle class, vehicle object, vehicle V. I will use normally, or I can go with small name V and vehicle, right? Is equal to new vehicle. So I created with a default constructor, right? If I want to print, right, V dot, sorry, vehicle dot brakes. So I'm running it. I added this out. Yes, right. It should print where it, which console is not there. Why it is not printing? Okay. Let me run it again. Parent brake. This one is simple. It's not using any inheritance. I'm just calling vehicle V is equal to new vehicle and vehicle dot brakes, right? So it's not using. Now let's go with car. Car CR is equal to new car, right? Car dot brakes. Here I am from vehicle brakes. It's getting inherited from, I added only in a vehicle, I am getting the value, right? So now let's make it little complex. Okay. So we are discussing about inheritance, right? So there is one thing called polymorphism, right? What we discuss about polymorphism? Based on it will change its behavior, right? So now let's try that part. Okay. So there are two types of polymorphism. One is dynamic, one is static. Okay. What is the meaning of static? Means stable. Static means not stable. It's predefined. Okay. So here, what I will do is slightly different, right? Now, what I will do is like I will make it little different. Okay. So what car will do is car say I don't want to use a brakes from parent. I don't want to use brakes from parent. I want to use my own. Okay. What it will do is here the same signature we need to rewrite the code. Okay. So I will write again brakes. Then I will say now the same thing, right? Parent is also having same thing, right? So sys out. I'm saying I am from car brakes. What I did? I don't want my parent. So parent he given one gift in car to you, but you don't want to use your parent car. What you will do? You will buy new car by selling the old car. So you are overriding. Overriding is I don't want my parents one. I want my own. Then what you will do is you will create the same method in child also. What you will do? You will create a same method. No change. A to Z. Only body. This part you are changing. But if you are seeing this signature, it's remain same. Then it's called overriding. Method name now complete. Return type, parameters, everything is same. Right? If I'm using brakes there, I am using brakes. If I'm doing the spelling difference, then it will not call override. Override means I don't want my parents one, I want my own. Override kar mita ko likh dalna. Overwrite you think. I don't want my parents and I am, even though he's inheriting, he's not taking it. It's deleting the parent and he's overriding it, right? In this case, what will happen? Now it's I am a car brake. I'm going back to my previous method. I'm not changing anything here, right? Code is same, right? Vehicle V is equal to brake, car brakes. Okay, and let me run it. Now what's happened? Parent is using parent one, child is using child one. He is not using parents one. It's called what it's called? Overriding. Okay. This is called dynamic polymorphism. It is called dynamic polymorphism. Why means it's not looks dynamic, right? You are deleting and you are using parents one. Now let it make little more complex. Till now you understand, right? So vehicle V is equal to new vehicle when we are having brakes. Previously, when we are using car also, we are saying I'm taking it from parent. It's also printing, I'm taking it from parent. Parent is also saying I'm from vehicle brakes. Now, car what did? Car took its own method, right? With the same signature, but only the body is changed. There I am saying I'm from car brakes. Then now, child is not using parent one, it's overriding, right? So now let it make it a dynamic. How I can make it dynamic? Okay. So now what I will do is I will write vehicle V is equal to new vehicle, right? Sorry. Now V dot brakes. What will happen? What it will print? What it will print? I am from parent. I am from parent, right? That's a simple thing, right? So now when I am running it, you can see the same thing. It's also no inheritance. It's just a parent one. Now what I will do is I will say vehicle instead of new vehicle, I will write a car here. What I am doing? Vehicle V is equal to new car. How it works, so we'll discuss it. Okay. But I'm using child reference, but parent reference, but I'm using child object. Okay. So now in this case, when I'm running it, V only, it's not, I'm not changing any changes to this object. But when I'm running it, you can see I am from car brake, right? Same object behaving differently when I'm using reference of different class, right? Previously, vehicle V is equal to new vehicle, it's printing V object itself printing vehicle brakes. Now I am saying vehicle B is equal to new car. Then what it is doing? It's calling car brakes. It's not calling vehicle brakes. Why? Because now it's not holding parent object, it's holding child object. So it means what? Every parent can hold child objects. Every parent. I can say car as a vehicle, right? But can all cars are vehicle? Yes, all cars are vehicles only. Bad, yeah. All vehicles are car? No. Reverse is not true. Parent can take child objects. Child cannot take a parent object. Reverse is not true. Right? All vehicles are. Why you are getting confused? All cars are vehicle, but all vehicles are not car. Okay. So when I am saying vehicle V is equal to car, now this V is not vehicle. It's a car. Vehicle V is equal to bike. Then I am saying it's now more vehicle now. It's a bike. Right. So dynamically it will change its behavior based on the child object. Right? For example, let's take one example. Asif is having bike. Asif is having bike, right? Then Khan Saab is having car, right? Both are having brakes, right? So I'm asking Asif to bring vehicle. I'm not asking him to bring a car. I'm asking, can you bring your vehicle? What you will bring? See, first I am repeating it. Please listen carefully, otherwise you'll get hit. Okay. I am saying Asif is having bike. Khan is having car. Repeating, Asif is having, Khan is having car. I am asking Khan to bring me your vehicle. What you will bring? Why you are not getting confused previously? Right? You are in car, you will bring car. Right? But I am taking vehicle only word, right? If I am saying ask it to bring vehicle, not I am asking same word, I am saying vehicle only. Right? So he's having helicopter. Okay, what's your name? Ashfaq. Ashfaq is having helicopter. If I'm asking him to bring vehicle, what he will bring? Helicopter. Right? Even though I'm using same keyword, vehicle, but based on the object, it's automatically identifying that vehicle is a car, that vehicle is a bike, that vehicle is a helicopter. Right? Now I said, he bring car. I'm in car now. I'm saying, please apply brakes. You will use which brakes? Car brakes or bike brakes? Car brakes only, because you're in car. Even say, I am saying, please apply vehicle a brake, even though the vehicle is a common word, but we are in car, will we apply car brakes? If I am sitting with Asif, if I say apply brakes, what he will do? Bike brakes, right? When I am with Ashfaq, he will switch off fan because I am feeling cold, right? Right? So I can switch off a fan of car. So how about a Ashfaq vehicle? All right? So even though I'm using same vehicle keyword, it will behave differently based on the situation, right? Who is holding it? So if I'm saying vehicle V is equal to car, now this vehicle V is not a vehicle. It's no more vehicle. It's a car, right? So now let's create another one. I will create a bike. Then I need to extend vehicle, right? It's also now category of vehicle because its parent is vehicle. Now I'm applying a brakes, right? Same, I'm overriding it. I don't want parents one. I want my own one. Then what I will do? I will say brakes. Will remove this part. I will say this out. I am from bike brakes, right? So now let's go back here. Anywhere, if you are getting doubt, please stop me. It's very important concept.
Bike created bike class.
Yes.
This is some extend keyword. What does it mean? To extend the classes or to inherit from the
Inherit from parent to child. You are not part of that class. So vehicle is a parent. If you want to create a child of vehicle, what you need to do? Extends bike. Now, vehicle is a parent of bike, right? So now vehicle is having how many childs? Two. One bike. So each one is overriding. They are not using parents brakes now, right? Now let's practice it, what we are discussing, okay? Now let me create another one. Vehicle P is equal to new vehicle, right? Now V dot brakes. Which one get called? Parent, right? Now again saying bike B is equal to new bike, right? So I want online to be more active. Give me the answers, right or wrong, it's fine. V dot brakes. What it will call? What it will call?
Child class, sir. Child class.
Child class. What it will print?
I am from bike.
I am from bike brakes. Very good. Now I am writing RC is equal to new car, right? C dot brakes. What it will call?
I am from car, sir.
I am from car brakes,
Car
right?
brakes.
Right. So now I am selecting vehicle V1 is equal to new car. V1 dot brakes. Which one it will get called?
I am from car brakes, sir.
I am from car brakes, right? Vehicle V2 is equal to new bike. V2 dot brakes. Which one it will call?
I am from bike brakes.
Bike brake. Now bike V2 is equal to new vehicle. Then what will happen? All bikes are not vehicles. Correct? All bikes are not vehicles. All vehicles are not bikes. So parent cannot be B. It will give you error. You cannot do reverse. Right? This one is possible. This one is possible. Right? But this one is not possible. But you can do force. We'll discuss it later. How we can force? by not overloading, typecasting. We can write a bike like this. Then it is possible, but it will call always a, it should be, that vehicle should be bike. Let's discuss it later. I don't want to confuse you. As of now, it's not possible. Why? Because parent can, we are always doing injustice to parents. We take all from parents, but will not give properties to parents, right? So reverse is not true. Here also same. Bike B is not a vehicle, right? So it's an error. So I'm keeping mouse. Please remember this error. What error is showing, right? So because in its interview, it's very important question. Okay. So I'm keeping the mouse. You can see what. Cannot convert vehicle to bike. Cannot convert vehicle to bike. Okay. So we can say like typecast we can do like this, but we'll discuss it. what it do in next. Okay. So now it's not possible. Now this is called dynamic polymorphism. There are few names I want to show you. This is called dynamic polymorphism. Okay. Another name is dynamic runtime. Okay. Another name is runtime polymorphism. Okay. Another thing or another name is, please don't confuse these three names I'm saying, because before starting next part, don't get confused. Many people, even senior people, when I'm asking in interview the question, they are getting confused. Okay, these three names only for dynamic polymorphism. Okay, another name is called overriding. Okay, these three names are there. Okay, dynamic polymorphism, runtime polymorphism, or overriding. Overriding. Okay, these three are same. Even if I'm saying explain overriding, you need to say parent and child is there. Parent is having same method, child is having same method, then it's called overriding, right? So if I say dynamic polymorphism, you can say parent is having same definition. Another thing which you say is vehicle B is equal to new vehicle, then it will take vehicle's brakes. Vehicle B is equal to new car, then it will take car brake. It's dynamically changing based on the object behavior, right? Object references. Right. So you need to give little more detail when they are talking about dynamic and runtime. But overriding means you can say like parent to child. I am not using parent one. I am overriding it. Okay. So any questions still here? I'm going to jump next topic.
All the same class, another class. You are taking car constructor.
Constructors I not went. Don't get confused. Okay.
14th line you are calling car, no?
14th line. 15th line.
After you can call it bike.
Yes, you need to create object. I am always creating one by one. Normally, how we'll do, you know? We'll create, sorry. We can write all their creation in one place. Right. Like this also I can write. Right. Declaration, all declaration in one place.
Not like that. In 10th line, there is a car, C equal to new car, no? After new, you can write bike. Can you write bike?
Oh, you are saying how? I'm not understanding. Tell me the code.
Car C equal to new bike. New after new, you can write bike.
You tell me real time it's possible. Huh? Can you convert car to bike? No. I like your question, honestly. But you need to think real time, right? So can you make car as a bike? Bike as a car? Hey, why you are thinking? He's professional and he's saying bike B is equal to new car. Let's come. Yeah, if you are inheriting, then it's possible, definitely possible, right? Parent to child is possible. Don't get confused with name. Why I am using real names is you will not get confused, right?
So the main object class will be the vehicle.
Vehicle.
And the car is extended with bike. Then it is possible.
Correct. Okay, now let's move to little more confusion. I will add more confusion. Okay, so that can anyone tell if I am saying object O is equal to new car, it will accept or not? Object O is equal to new car.
Accept, sir.
It will accept. Who is this?
Huzaifa.
Car is not object. All classes will have parent as object. So I can call object O is equal to new car. It's a perfectly valid. Right? But I cannot use O dot breaks. Why? Why I cannot use O dot breaks?
Car is a child class of a parent class.
Parent class. No, I am saying like I want to use O dot breaks. Can I use it or not? So morning you have what had? You're feeling sleepy, yeah? No pressure. Why I cannot use O dot breaks? If I'm saying O dot, can I see breaks here? Why not? Can anyone want to guess?
This particular class. I don't know. The text vehicle class only was created.
Think. Object is not having any method called breaks. If even it's a parent to child, if it is not having any method, right? We cannot call that method. But object is holding car now. Okay. So how to use? We'll discuss it later. As of now, every parent, please remember this definition. Every parent reference can hold child objects. Every parent can hold child, but every child cannot hold parent, right? So you need to remember this. Okay. So now object O1, we cannot call breaks.
Not print anything right now.
So how will print? I need to call breaks, right? Object is having break? No, but still it's holding breaks, but we cannot able to access it. We'll see it how we can access it. But as of now, you need to understand all the parent objects can hold child, all the child references, child objects. Okay. So now, any confusion till here? So each car is object, right? So everything is a child of object. I am saying like vehicle V. Why vehicle can hold car? Because vehicle is a parent of car, right? Why vehicle can hold bike? Because it's a parent. Similarly, for everyone who is the parent, I will call you as a human, right or wrong? Right? You are a human only. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. Why am I calling you human? Because you are the top parent is human, right? I can call you man also, right? Yes or no? Even though it's your parent, every man is a human, right or wrong? Right? Every human is a man. Why not? Women also there, right? If you are going over human, living this one, क्या बोलते हैं? Living creature, right? Human above living creature. Your living creature is human.
No.
Animals also there. Yes or no? Animals also there. Trees are there, right? So if you are going above, it's valid. But you cannot say every human will fly. Every living creature will fly. No, right? You don't have that methods. You cannot able to think, right? If you are saying living creature is a bird, then living creature can fly. Understood, right? So you need to understand a generic way. These people design language in such a way that it should be matching with real world. Okay, if I'm saying vehicle V is equal to car, vehicle is car. Right? Now that's why it's called dynamic polymorphism. Right? Dynamic means what? It keep on changing based on the object which is holding. Right? So if I'm saying runtime means during runtime it will change. If I'm saying now I'm speaking with Asif. Asif, can you apply brakes? You will apply which brakes? Bike brakes. So suddenly I jump to hands up car. Then I'm saying apply brakes. Right? So even though I'm using same keyword, I'm jumping to one car to another car, another vehicle, it's automatically changing its behavior. That's why it's got runtime. Right? I just changed. We are going together. So I saw the car. I want comfort. I will say, Asif, you go. I will go with the hands up car. Then I will jump to car. But I'm using the same words. Based on situation where I'm sitting, it's behaving differently. Right? That's why it's called runtime also. So all three are same. Please remember. One is, if I am saying don't get confused in future, you will get confused after learning next level. One is dynamic polymorphism. Another name is runtime polymorphism. Another name is overriding. Okay. So no confusion. Then I will jump to next step. Okay. Now another thing called overloading. Overloading. Now we are discussing about overloading. So it is also having three names. One is overloading, static polymorphism, and another name is compile time polymorphism. Okay, let's name it. What is the other type? Static polymorphism. Next one is compile time polymorphism. Another thing is overloading. So this one is easy to understand. Let's discuss it. Till now, any questions? Because I'm jumping to next topic. Overloading. Okay. Online people faces, if I can see, then I can understand. Babulu, if you can turn on cameras, I want to see your faces, whether how you are thinking. Anyone is having any confusion still here? No confusion? If anyone is having confusion, please raise their hand, because it's very important concept. Even though I am facing interview, they are asking this question. If I am taking this question to 3 years experience people are there, ask this question. What do you mean by polymorphism? They will say many forms. They will say. Then I will say what is dynamic. They will say overriding is the dynamic. They will say object. They will give same example. Vehicle B is equal to new vehicle. Vehicle B is equal to brakes. A car. Then it's called. So I will say, I will little confuse them in one place. Then they will say, if you are saying overriding, then why it is called dynamic? I will ask why it is called dynamic, why it calls runtime. There they will get confused. I'm saying how I'm saying like vehicle B is equal to car. You are saying that it's car. Then why it is dynamic? Right? In this example, I am giving vehicle B is equal to new car. But in future, where I am sitting, I don't know. Right? I am going to bike is there, car is there. I can choose any car. Right? It's not like I decided to sit in car. I can choose on फोन करके दोस्त बुला दे जल्दी जल्दी आ रहे हम बाहर जाना है ओके व्हीकल्स डालने को आ जाओ बोलते हैं व्हीकल्स डालने को आए तो एक बच्चा कार लाता एक बच्चा बाइक लाता राइट सो इफ आर गोइंग लिटिल फार व्हाट विल डिसाइड विल गो इन बाइक ट्रिपल में चलेंगे रहेगा यू पेट्रोल वेस्ट राइट सो व्हेन यू आर प्लानिंग फॉर लॉन्ग जर्नी ए कार इज देयर वी विल शेयर petrol price and we'll go. Even though long, if you're not having money, what you will do? Petrol we'll decide to go with the bike. We not decided and come. Based on the situation, we can change it, right? So then all the things will change when I'm sitting in the car, I'm sitting in bike, right? So that's why it's called dynamic and runtime also, right? Runtime, why? We didn't plan it. We are walking it, we decided it when we started journey, right? So overriding is just overriding the parent to child. But dynamic and static, if you are saying, right, dynamic or runtime you are saying, then it will completely change. Now let's move to static polymer. Okay. It's a very simple to understand. Let's go with our beautiful example of calculator. Now I'm going now little previous version of the calculation, right? I will pass all the parameters int public int sum a return a plus b. So this is fine, right? No confusion. Now I'm writing public sum is it possible? Is it possible? No, because the name of the method is same. If I'm keeping the mouse here, you can see what's happening. Duplicate method sum, right? I cannot use the same name with same parameters, right? So what I will do instead is I will add another variable. Then I will write. So now it's a valid, no errors, right? So even though I'm using same name, what happened? Different parameters, right? So it's easy for me to understand that because of different parameters, this is 3 numbers add, this one is for 2 numbers add. Even though same name is there, no confusion, because top one is 2 parameters. Now let's little confuse it, okay? Now I'll write again public int. Listen, don't jump. I will say float b. Return. So is it valid or not? Let me make it float. Valid, right? So what is the difference? Let me do another thing. Now I need your attention and observation, and let me know what you feel the difference between in these 4 methods. All are with same name, right? So what are the things are different? Parameters are different. What do you mean by parameters are different? What do you feel like 19, line number 19, and what do you feel like line number 10? What is the difference? Very good. Right. So the definition of overloading is we are in same name, but we are changing the parameters. How we are changing parameters? Two types. One is I'm increasing the count of parameters. Same type, but I'm increasing the count of parameters. Number of arguments I'm increasing. Right. I'm using the same name. Right. I'm changing the type of parameters. There are 2 things. Same name, number of parameters, same name, type of parameters. So it is called overloading. It's not overriding. Overloading means same name, different type of number of parameters or different count of parameters. Then it is called overloading. Okay. So now let's go back to previous one. Previous one, how if someone is saying what is overriding, then you just go to inheritance. Okay. You can say like parent child is there. Parent is having same method. Child is having same method without any changes. Without any changes. It should not have a single value change in signature. Public void breaks, then it's public void breaks. If it is parent is having public void something, public int something, child should be having same. There is no difference. Then only it's called override. If you are changing something, then it will not be overriding. Right? Parent is having bike, you are having car. It is not overriding. Right? So you are having separate vehicle. You can use both, right or wrong. Right? If both are having same type of thing only, it will call overriding. Otherwise, it's not overriding. Okay. Here, what is overloading? Overloading is nothing but same method name, different types of arguments or different count of or different number of arguments. Then it's called overloading. If they are asking question, take example of same thing you can explain. Like calculator int sum int a into b. Int sum int a into b int c. Down one is having 3 parameters, top one is having 2 parameters. Right? Why it is called overloading means it's using the same name. Yes or no? But why it is called static? Because you know if 3 parameters are getting passed, which one to call? You no need to decide runtime. If 3 parameters means go this. If 2 parameters mean go this. Right? You are already aware. Yes or no? So you don't need to have any confusion. Directly you can jump to that particular method. Let's call it. I'm going again. One method. Right? And to create object, how you can create calculator object? Calc C is equal to new. Then I will call C dot. You can see it's showing how many methods. Previously, it used to show me only one method, right? I don't know, parent child, even though 2 methods are there, it's not showing 2 parent and parent child, it's not showing, right? Here, all 4 methods are showing. I can decide which one to use, right? So I cannot use both at a single time. Even this I am using, right? I can say 10 and 20, right? I'll write int x, right? So now it is calling which one? Both as an integer, right? If I'm writing int y, if I'm calling c dot sum, if I'm choosing int a, int b, int c, I'm choosing this, right? It knows where to go, right? Because I'm passing 3 integers. I'm already having method there. 3 integers. I don't need to get confused, right? So again, forwarding c dot, right? I can go. Which one I use? Here, I should use float value. Why is error without seeing? Can anyone tell me?
Starting.
No, I thought you were telling correct.
So you mentioned, is it 0.12?
Sorry,
Not in.
this is not in. Very good. This one return type is float. That's what I want attention. Float. It's returning float. I'm trying to save in int. So that's why it's showing error. So you can see that error also. I want to show you that error also. Let's type mismatch cannot convert float to int. So here it should be float because its return type is a float. So now based on input, I know where to go, right? That's why it's called static. You are not deciding it. Based on input, automatically you are going there, right? Yes or no? For example, you are having two cars. Okay, one is a two-seater Ferrari. Okay, one is a six-seater. Consider Kosi here. Innova. Okay, you six people are coming. Which car you will decide?
No.
Initially itself, you will decide like I will go with the. No, we want Ferrari. Even though we can sit in top, we'll decide like that. Huh? Because initially itself, when you are deciding and going, right, then it's called static. You already decided. There is no dynamic. Right? You are having two cars, six people are say, you'll go and sit a. You already decided where to know, where to go, you already know. Then it's called static. Here also, if you know already the parameters, what you are passing, you don't need to think it. That's why it's called static. If you are two people, where you will go? Right? So like that. I'm saying just example, don't get confused. It's like based on you already decided which one to use. You know where to go. Then you will choose a static. If you don't know, dynamically you are deciding, then it's called overriding. Right? So now you understand what is overloading and what is overriding. Right? So if someone is saying, tell me about overloading, then what you will start? You are not going parent and child. Even though you can go parent child, don't get confused. No need to go. If parent is having method, child is having method. If both signatures are different, then it will become overloading or overriding. Signature is different, right? Parent is having some int A, int B. Child is having some int A, int B, int C. It will become override or overloading. So only if the method name same, everything is same from parent to child, then it's called parent and child is same, then same method, then what?
Riding. Overriding.
Overriding. Because you are overwriting it. Because parent is having some int A, int B. Child is having some int A, int B. Then it will become overriding. Because both methods are same.
About this overriding.
Okay. So parent is having same method. Child is having same method. No name difference. No parameters different. Then it is called overriding. Because parent to method you are overriding. You are not taking his method. If parent is having some int A, int B, child is having some int A, int B, int C.
Overriding.
Overloading. Because parameters are different here. Okay. So that's why you are not taking parents one, then you are overriding. If you are taking parents one, you are having additional thing, then it's called overloading. Okay. So name should be same. Okay. Now let's come back to start and we'll repeat what we decided. I will start with overloading first. Okay. So overloading, what is overloading? Overloading is nothing but if you are having the same name, method name and different types of parameter or different number of parameters, right? Then it's called overloading. Okay. Method name should be same and parameters. Now let's see here. I'm coming back here, right? I will write another method here. Public float sum int A, int B, return float. I'm not adding brackets now. So it is valid or invalid. Can I write or not? Any guess? What is the difference between parent and child? Sorry, these two methods. Is it a valid code or not? Why it is, if it is not valid, why it is not valid? It is overloading or not?
Loading.
This is overloading. Why it is overloading?
Same method name, but different data.
Very different data type.
This load, load. Stop your release.
So it's overloading. Valid overloading. Nice observation, but I want answer.
It's maybe not valid for a float, since integer is always an integer only, not a float.
No, you're talking about a logic. Logic can be converted to float. Even integer, we can force it to float. Initially, we discussed, right? So we can do typecasting. If I'm deleting this, the error will go on. You can see. Right? So why it is not valid? Overloading. If I'm keeping mouse, what error I will get? Why? Even into float, I change the return type, right? As Hans said.
But we need to change the inside out. For overloading parameters has
Sir,
to be
here
different.
return data type is different, sir, not parameters data type.
Exactly. You both are correct. Asif and Huzaifa, right?
Yes, sir.
They both are correct. I am from initial itself, I am saying parameters only, not return type. Return type doesn't matter. This one also in interview, when I am asking, they are getting confused. Okay, I am saying simple. I written this in book. I keep that in front of them and I am asking whether it's overloading or not. They're saying, oh yes. Why? Return type is different, but it's not the case. Only the parameters matters. Return type doesn't matter. Return type doesn't matter. So when I'm keeping the mouse, as Asif said, we'll get a duplicate. This return type doesn't matter. Okay, only this part we should not be duplicating. Okay, it's called invalid overloading. Why? Because return type we are not considering in overloading. Okay. So now let's come back to our discussion. I will repeat what we discussed. Okay. So first overloading. I'm going first overloading because it's simple to understand. Okay. Overloading is
But what is the error? You have not mentioned the error there. You are keeping as it is.
can you see? Duplicate method sum. It is not giving us return type, right? So because for overloading, we will not consider return type. Right? So now you can see duplicate method sum int, right? So what is the quick fix?
Have to pass
Change
Yes,
here
we need
method
to
names.
change the parameters.
change the parameters, right? I need to add another method name should be different, someone, right? Then it's valid. Okay, now I'm deleting it. Okay, so now let me repeat what I am saying. First, what is overloading? Overloading is nothing but method name is the same. Method name is same. Either number of parameters or type of parameter should be same. No one is writing a notes. Rate is not there otherwise. Write the notes. Where is your notes? Okay. What is overloading? Overloading is tomorrow I'm asking these three people, especially if they are not answering how I am saying, then I'll be losing some of my students. Okay. First one is what is overloading? Method name should be same. Different number of parameters are different type of parameters. Either both are different. Return time doesn't matter. Return type does not matter. Only the parameters matters. Okay. So why it is called static? Because we already know based on type of parameters or number of parameters, which method to call. We already decided it. So there is no runtime. It is a compile time. When you are passing itself, we know what values to pass, what values to be used. Then why it's called static. What are the three names of overloading? Overloading, static polymorphism, compile time polymorphism. Again, repeat it. Overloading, static polymorphism, compile time polymorphism. Okay. So overloading is done. Now I am moving to overriding. What is overriding? If parent is having a same method with same number of parameters, same name, same type, child should be having same one with same name, same number of parameters and same type of parameters. Then it is called overriding, because you are not taking parents one, you are overriding your own method. Then it's called overriding. Why? What are other names of overriding? Runtime polymorphism, dynamic polymorphism, overriding. That's why these keywords, overloading and overriding and runtime and compile time, it will confuse. But if you know the concept, you will remember. Okay. Don't answer quickly. Think and answer. Okay.
Some classes. And one parent class. So these two subclasses are parents to one class.
That's why it's multi inheritance is not allowed. We will come to it. Next topic is that one only. Okay. Next class I will take that one only. Good, good. Your brain is working. Okay. Even though you are not taking tiffin, your brain is working. Okay. So let's discuss it. So any questions still here? Pratyusha.
No, sir.
Okay. Huzaifa,
Yes, sir.
clear. Srikanth sir,
Sir, no questions, sir.
no question, no confusions. Huh? Gemini,
Yes. Sir, no confusion.
so I thought you will get confused, but you people are smart. Okay. Vajira,
Sorry, no confusions.
very good. Now let's repeat it. I want this very important, because even though I am having 18 years experience, they are asking these questions to me. Okay. So another very important thing is when you are designing application, right? So like senior people like me, we need to be aware of this concept. Okay. Because many of the design patterns will discuss what is design patterns, will follow these rules. Okay. So you need to be aware of it. Okay. So first, what we discussed today, we are discussed about inheritance, right? So what are the type of inheritance? Parent to child, right? When we are getting parent, when we are creating a child, all the properties and behaviors will come from parent to child, right? So now here, another concept came, polymorphism, right? Polymorphism, what is polymorphism? Many forms, right? In many forms, we discuss two types. One is dynamic polymorphism, one is static polymorphism. Another name is runtime polymorphism, compile time polymorphism. Another name is overloading, overriding, right? So anything they are saying, you need to explain them. Okay, in interview, what the type of polymorphism? They will start like that. Okay, so can you discuss about polymorphism, right? So then you can say polymorphism is nothing but many forms. There are two types. What is the two types? One is overloading and one is overriding. So what do you mean by overloading? Overloading is nothing but parent to child. Okay, so if you are having one method, some int a, int b, int c, and another method is having some int a, int b. If the method types of parameters are number of parameters are changing and the name is same, it's called overloading. If you are saying that parent is there, child is there, parent has having same method, same signature, same name, same parameters, and child is having same names, everything is same, then it's called overriding. Another name is runtime polymorphism. Another name is dynamic polymorphism. Why it is called dynamic? You will say. Then you need to say based on the object which parent object is holding, it behave differently. For example, vehicle B is equal to new vehicle, it will call vehicle brakes. Vehicle B is equal to new car, then it will call car brakes. Vehicle B is equal to new bike, then it will call bike brakes. So dynamically, it will change the behavior based on the object. That's why it's called runtime polymorphism or dynamic polymorphism, because the object is changing at the runtime. So it's behaving differently. Okay. So any questions? We'll wait for a few minutes and we'll go with some more questions. Let's see the examples also once again. First, what we did, we created a vehicle, right? Vehicle, what we created, a name and interrogator and then brakes. This one is our main part of discussion, right? So vehicle is having brakes. Here I'm saying I am from parent. Then I created one called brakes, car brakes, right? So then this is not mandatory, but this will help you to avoid confusion, right? So if I'm, for example, if I'm writing another name here, brakes one, right? So then it will show error. You are saying override, but you're using different name. Override means parent and child should be same name, right? So it will not allow you if you are writing this keyword. Right? This will help you to avoid confusion. If you are saying override, override it, right? So I'm just removing it. You can see brakes, right? So brake, parent is having brake, car is also having brake. How I'm saying parent and child? Because I'm saying car extends vehicle. Then I'm getting that one. Okay. So from vehicle to also I'm having brake. I'm from car also I'm having brakes. So I'm overriding it. Similarly, what I did it for bike also, right? Extend brake, I'm writing, I'm overriding child brake. Right now, when I'm trying it, so how I created vehicle V is equal to new vehicle. Which method it will call? V dot brakes, vehicle brakes. If I'm saying B bike B is equal to new bike. If I'm calling B dot brakes, then it will call bike brakes. When I say car C is equal to new car, then it will call car brakes. Vehicle B1 is equal to new car, then it will call car brakes. Vehicle V2 is equal to new bike, which one it will call? Bike. Object O is equal to new car, which one it will call? We cannot call it because object is not having brakes. We cannot say object is having brakes. So we'll see, we can add it, we'll see how we can do that. Okay. I don't want to confuse you because of more discussion. So any question till here? Aslam,
Sir, no, sir.
here,
It's all clear, sir.
here.
No, sir.
Okay. So now how many topics we covered? In OOPS, classes we covered, objects we covered, how to create class, private methods and private attributes and methods. We will use setter and getters, right? So then why we created public methods for private member variables? We should not touch private member variables directly. Always we need to use the other methods help to set it. Then we discuss about constructor. So constructor is a part of class creation and object creation, right? So it will having cars. We went with objects, classes. Then we discuss polymorphism, right? Polymorphism we are discussing, like what is the type of polymorphism, right? Then we discuss about inheritance, extents. We are having still a little deeper, we'll go, but these are very important topic. If you are closing this, we are almost completed a core Java, right? So we'll discuss little more on this. Please spend more time on creating this type of examples. Okay, so I want you to create vehicle. I want you to create human, right? I want to create the hierarchy of the employees. Right? Try some new things. Just try to practice more. Okay. So any questions you can ask now. We'll take another 10 minutes or 5 minutes. Some students ask for a recording of previous classes. I will share. But I don't want to do that because I want everyone to be offline, directly online, because many people are better than me who are explaining, right? So if you're going in YouTube, you can find many lectures. But here the advantage is you will be having interaction, right? So I want that to be created. Okay.
How we can use the multi-time?
Multi? That's what next class topic. Hit it. I told you, right?
So, to decide the naming conventions to follow.
No. Inheritance. We'll use interfaces.
Oh,
We'll discuss it later. So we are good? Either I'm teaching very good, either I'm teaching very bad. So I will never get questions. I'm continuously repeating. Communication is important than Java, right? So normally when I started previous batches, right? So I used to take weekends one class only for communication, right? So people need to stand up and has to speak in front of all the students. But now most of the students are online, right? So I want, especially like voice is having this communication skills lagging, right? So I want you to stand in front of all and you need to speak, right? That practice need to be done, right? Even most of the times when I am stopping, when I'm offline people, right? So previously when it was free, right? So almost 20 to 30 people used to join, right? So when I'm closing, I'm asking question, no one will ask. When I'm closing my laptop, one person will come, sir, this is a question, right? So don't hesitate to ask questions, right? So your questions may be helping others. Understand, right? So they might not be having I saw one of the thing in our office, right? So they are sharing the videos to learn. So they are explaining one thing is, so each person is different, right? So some people will express, even though they don't know anything, right? They will express a lot and they will be dominating in any conversation. They will even steal the conversation, right? So they will become a show, so primary person in show, right? But some people, they are very talented, but they hesitate to speak. They will not speak in front of anyone. Even though they are having doubts also, let's try and solve my own, why to ask those questions, right? So when these people who are speaking, if they are asking their questions, then actually they are helping them, right? But I don't want to them who are silent to remain silent. Right? They have to speak. If they want to grow, they have to come out of that part. Communication is important. So with communication, you can survive. With Java, only you cannot survive, right? So I will tell you another incident which happened to me. Okay, so let me start regarding. This is a private. So another important